we're in day 2 of the federal government shutdown. How is it so far affecting Kentucky? We know employees obviously are being affected. What is this going to mean for programs in Kentucky? And for employees, are there any state programs that can help them make ends meet?
So we are in day 2 of a federal government shutdown. You never want to see a government shutdown, and we are thinking about, and we should be checking on all those Kentucky families that work for the federal government that are currently furloughed and not receiving their salaries. It is going to be really difficult on them. But what we're seeing in Washington, D.C. Is Democrats fighting to keep the cost of health care affordable. What Republicans have done, and without intervention, what will happen is a loss of help for those that get their insurance through the Affordable Care Act marketplace. And that will cause on about 100,000 Kentuckians significant increases in premiums, but it impacts the entire market. And so just about everyone's healthcare costs, which are already too high, will go up. Pair that with the significant cuts in Medicaid, where 200,000 Kentuckians are going to lose their coverage and 20,000 Kentuckians are going to lose their job. And what you see is people fighting so that the American family, the average American family, can actually pay their bills and see a doctor. So it's complicated and it's tough, but certainly we're thinking about each of those families. Most programs that come through Kentucky will continue. We've done it before. We'll do it again, but we'll be monitoring it day to day. And for those families, I'm hoping that neighbors will check in with them. We don't have direct programs depending on how long the shutdown lasts, but certainly want to find any way that we can help these Kentuckians.
So WIC and SNAP benefits?
WIC and SNAP benefits will continue. Certainly at this time, we think that they will continue regardless, but we'll be watching it day to day and getting advice. Now, our current president seems to think he can just cancel any program anywhere that he would like, depending on the leadership of that state. That's not legal. That will be challenged in court, but you can't negotiate through blackmail. And that's what's happening right now. If you don't vote the way I want you to vote, is what the president is saying, then he's going to cancel $18 billion in projects that are already ongoing. You can't do that. Congress appropriates those dollars. President doesn't have the legal ability, but it also doesn't create any space to actually be able to sit down at the table. And let me just say, if the president is going to fire thousands of federal employees, that's on him. He can't blame that on anybody else. Why? Because in other shutdowns, it hasn't happened. Our families are not a prop. They are not to be used as negotiating tactics or for leverage. And so I hope everybody knows that this president doesn't have to fire any federal employee. And if he does, it's because he wants to.